Oh, look at that. Somebody just played... Oh, Jesse's playing with some of my courses. Did I just play a Jesse course? And then she looked at me and I was like, oh, well, let's see some of his courses. Uh, Talia, Victor, Jesse. Okay, so that's what happened. Anyway, I was just playing some old Wii U games, trying to figure out what to do. I think I'm going to record Ninja Gaiden a little later, maybe tonight or tomorrow. But in any case, I was playing around with some Wii U games, in particular Nintendo Land, Super Smash Brothers, and this game. Just kind of killing time until a certain video series ended. But anyway, uh, I made a rather silly mistake. I thought that. Hold on. I looked at the notifications and thought that they uploaded. Oh, in the news. I thought they uploaded these like. I didn't think that today was the 25th, but it is. If I had thought about it, I would have figured it out that they just give us these notifications on the when you log in, but they don't. I didn't think of that. I thought that these notified you like when they actually upload them. So I thought that the NWC 2017 was uploaded on the 25th of this year, which would be a little weird. But anyway, so I was going to make a whole video about that, reacting to that, until I figured it out, and then I just started over. So instead of that, I'm just going to sew off some of my stages. How do I do that? Actually, this don't move stage. I wonder if she beat it. This this is the only one I played. Uh, to wasn't practicing. I didn't realize I was gonna make a video. She probably didn't pass this one because this one's supposed to be unfair. Just to, like it. Well, I'll get into them as I play them. So this one question mark tutorial. Let's play that one. So when you first boot up Super Mario Maker, they have. I wonder how I pronounced that. Did I pronounce that weird? Anyway, they start you off on a course that looks like this, and then it encourages you to play around and make some stuff. Let's see, what mushroom did I use? Oh, I used Link. Cool. Anyway, what about this one? Ooh yeah. So anyway, I thought I would do something kind of unique. Not. I wasn't going for hard, but I wasn't going for just too easy either. I was trying to do kind of a mixed bag. But as we'll see later on, lots of people died, and it's surprising. It's something I realized from watching Clueless Gamer back in the day from Conan. It's that the guy who shows Conan all the games, so that area back there, it had those holes in it, so that's the part that's challenging and hard, but it's not too hard, really. I'm going to go back and look at it again, because I forgot about it. Yeah, my thoughts are all over the place. It doesn't matter too much, because I can just get back there real easy, because it's a really short stage. But yeah, do, some Koopa things, but... Okay, I apologize. I'm getting really, maybe I'm just noticing it more, off track. But anyways, like, a surprising number of people die here. Like, look at all those deaths. So, obviously, for a lot of people, it isn't necessarily easy, platformers. And I first thought about that when this game came out, that platforming is probably a lot harder than most people give it credit for. Mario in particular, just mechanically, not necessarily the way the Mario games are designed, but the fact that there's momentum involved. Like, you have your ghosts and goblins where you have a fixed jump, where if you jump like that, you can't really turn, but in Mario you can do that, but then start to slow down, or speed up as the case may be, and that effect is increased in later Mario games. In Mario 1, it actually is a lot stiffer, but, you know, we'll get into that later. Obviously, this doesn't actually work off of the Mario 1 mechanics, which is a little sad for me that they did that with Super Mario Maker, that they didn't make the mechanics of the momentum and all that unique to each playstyle, but, you know, it's understandable why. But anyway, getting back to this stage, you know, when I designed this, I wanted it to be not, like, too just dumbly easy, but not all that hard either. So I thought something like this that is reminiscent of when they do this kind of thing in, you know, some of the mid to later Mario stages in the actual Mario game. I thought it would be a good balance, but a lot of people died, and... Oh, back to the Clueless Gamer thought. The guy who sews Conan around, sews him the ropes, he's normally really good at games, but from what I saw, he kind of sucked at Mario, and so that's kind of... in addition to all the people who started playing this game, and, you know, because this game was really popular when it first came out. Whoa, I did not know you could get trapped back here. That's interesting, and annoying. I did a bad on that. Is there a way to get out of here? I don't think there is. Anyway, it doesn't matter. As you can see, I also went a little crazy here. And it just kind of demonstrates the chaos of Super Mario Maker. That's what I'm going for. But, I don't know if you could put blocks back here. I should have if I did. If I didn't. I mean, if you can. Anyway, I think that's enough of that. Whoops, I don't want to go to settings. So that's just kind of the tutorial stage that I was trying to be creative with, so that Super Mario Maker is kind of wacky in that end part, and that, you know, try not to be too hard, but not too easy. And I think it ended up being a lot harder for people who are complete novices. Like, if you're good at Mario, this is an easy stage, but if you're not, apparently, it's kind of hard. Like, well, I don't know about that. I mean, if this is an easy stage, putting a piranha in the first pipe is a little tricky, so I don't know, maybe that is unfair. So, moving on to the next one. So this is, I guess you could, I think no, I don't think I uploaded these in the order I made them. I feel like I made Annoying Escort Mission a little later on, but I know for certain that, I think Spring-Loaded Mario is actually my first stage. I guess you can, it probably, hold on, I guess I'm thinking that the stages are saved here. How do I access the user interface? Oh wait, that's right. You use the stylus, and that's actually how you made this stuff back then. That's how you uploaded them. Okay, so here you go. Oh, there were some courses that I didn't upload. Yeah, there's Gauntlet. I think I decided that one just sucked, so there's Mario Shattered Dimensions. I was going to make a course based off of the Spider-Man game Shattered Dimensions, and it was going to be like, you know, the first level was from Mario 1, and then the one was from third, and then the third one was from World, and then the fourth level in the world was Mario U. But, you know, it kind of fell through. I wanted to make it the same stage, but progressively a little bit harder. I guess I could sew them off, just to kind of see what I was going for. And that is... Oh. That is something I'm going for in this one, like, try to replicate the mechanics. So, like, in the Mario 1, you have those, these here, where it doesn't let you go forward, or it doesn't let you go back, so there's going to be another one here. And it's also supposed to be, like, chaotic, because, you know, the story is that, you know, the dimension's breaking up because, I don't know, Bowser did something that breaks up the dimension, whatever. so it's kind of supposed to look like Mario levels. That's definitely not something. Well, maybe you would see that in the first level of a Mario game. I guess that's really not so hard, but so it looks like a Mario stage, but also a little messed up. And the idea was that it's going to get more and more messed up as the levels progress, because the dimensions collapsing even further until you beat the game and save the Mario dimensions or whatever. So let's load the next one. I was going to use the course world, but I guess I could go through here. And I was going to play them in the original order, but I kind of forgot I did this. I semi-forgot. Oh, there's like 189 or something? Well, anyway. So you see, it's the same level so far, and I think it's going to get there are going to be some changes. I might only play one. Well, I think I'll just skip world and see how different the other one is. So like, this one has oops. So obviously that wouldn't be in Mario 1, so, this is very, very typical of, to do in, Mario Bros. 3 to have that kind of a thing, and to skip part of the level, but, I think this part's a little harder than it was in 1. So I'm not really sure what else I can really comment on these series of levels. But I guess I'll just play through them all. Yeah, like this one's reminiscent of the first stage of Super Mario World. It starts off the same here. And obviously, just mechanically, it's different, just because the enemies behave differently. So it's supposed to be the same, but also reminiscent of the original stages, so, the actual game. So the stage is the same, but it parallels and calls back to Mario World. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not so good at speaking, Oh, and that's the other thing I forgot to notice. So for the Mario 3 levels, there aren't sec points, because in Mario 3 there aren't sec points because the stages are so short. But obviously in World and the original Mario and this and 64, not 64. Well, anyway, those do have save points. It's too bad in Mario 1 that you can't have like a save, like you can't walk past a certain point and it just automatically saves. You have to hit the flag. I still don't think you can do that. But anyway, so the stage is obviously different, I think. It's still kind of flat, but it has some enemies, and ooh, you can go down this pipe. I didn't think about that. This is probably the exit, if I had to guess. You probably fell from down here. Let's see what happens here. Is there something up there? I haven't played this in years, so I don't know. Okay, there's a nice secret up here. That's something I like to do with my levels, which we'll see. I always like to try to put as many secrets as I can think to do. I usually make sure there's like a 3 1-ups, because in the course world, you can get 3 1-ups in a stage to get more. I'm not sure how to describe it. Like, unless you've played Mario Maker, it's hard to describe exactly, or it's hard to know what I mean. But, well, anyway, when in the course world, when you're playing other people's stages, and then there's the mode where you play through them in sequential order, they give you like 99 lives, and then if you clear a stage, you lose those deaths from the 99, but in a particular playthrough of the stage, you can keep 3 1-ups that you attained. Like, you lose them if you die, but if you, get the 1-up mushrooms in a particular playthrough and then you live, you get to take those 1-ups to the next stage. So, you know, you start at 100, you die 4 times, so you're down to 96, but then you get 2 mushrooms, then you're up to 98, yeah. Okay, so I guess I'll just play the next one then, and this one should be the same, kind of the same spirit of this stage. No, let's put it this way. It's the same stage, but in the spirit of Mario U. So I think there might be more mechanics for... well, anyway, obviously the stage layout is a little different. I didn't think that there was going to be a mushroom here, but I guess that's just playing off of the fact that you can bounce off of walls in Mario U. Well, actually, I think it's Mario U in Super Mario Maker 2, and in Mario Maker 1, it's just Wii, but I could be wrong about that. I don't know. That's obviously, like, you wouldn't have an area up like this in the other Marios because you can't jump off the walls, and I think this is kind of something they might do in an actual Mario game. Mario U game, that is. Or New Super Mario. They might have put a vine on the bottom one of those blocks, and you'd, if you hit the bottom one without hitting the top one, it would just stop at the top block, but then if you hit the top block, the vine would go all the way. Anyway, I think this area here kind of shows the decay, like, that I'm going for in these stages. Like, you have the stairs here, but they're, like, broken, and some of them are actually just blocks. Or, the bricks, rather. So, yeah, some of these stages I kind of forgot about, that I didn't actually upload. I probably could upload some of them. If I'm not going to bother making more stages, may as well put them up there. But, like, yeah, I'll look at that later. Yeah, let's just look at the Gauntlet, one of the other ones I didn't upload. So the idea here was to make a stage that was, let's see what's in here. Wow, so this kind of shows you off the end of the stage, gives you a sneak peek. But yeah, this is supposed to be like your castle where you're starting out. So this is kind of where you get your power-ups if you can make it up here. So yeah, here's... oh. There's also a vine. But it doesn't go any further, because they only give you 2 screens in Mario Maker 1. And I'd love to make some stages of Mario Maker 2, but there's some issues with that. I wonder if there's an area in the stage where you can come back here. There probably is. But anyway, obviously this is supposed to be like a castle. Like, that's a little hard to make. Well, maybe I'm just not creative enough, but yeah, like this is the fortification. So the idea with Gauntlet is that you saw the Goomba back there, and then you saw a Koopa, and then there's this monster, the Beetle, and there's the Bomb, and there's a Cheep Cheep. So the idea, and whatever that was, the idea is that you get progressively harder and harder enemies, because it is a gauntlet. So here's the end of the, well, at least the first round of the gauntlet. I don't think you have to. I think I might have made this before keys. Otherwise, I would have put a key in here. But I guess if I want to upload the stage, and I question doing that because I kind of don't like this level because it's just kind of dumb. But there are some stages out there that aren't so great, so it would probably fit in. Even though I really only want to put my best on there. What's normally, I would say, I'm definitely not going to put them on here, or upload them, because there are stages I want to upload, and you can only upload so many. Okay, now here's like the actual, oh man, that is a challenge. Let's just go through. Yeah, so obviously you don't have to fight him. Okay, that door back there probably leads back to the castle Mario came from. So yeah, this level could definitely use some work, like not putting this here, making it so you actually have to fight him to get like the key. But like I said, I think this was created before keys. So if I was to upload this, whoops, that blows up a lot sooner than I thought it would. This is kind of a mix between Mario World and Mario 3 because he blows these things up in addition to you're throwing stuff at him. I mean, it's kind of like these blocks break in a similar way to how he breaks them in Mario 3, but then you're also throwing things up, so it kind of combines the two, which I don't think I thought of at the time. But anyway, if I were to make this stage now, I think you'd make it so that you have to beat him to get the key before you can access this. Oh well. So let's look over what's in here. So yeah, the problem with this kind of stage is it's just kind of boring because the idea is you're just fighting these enemies straight or avoiding them, as the case may be with this. But so it's just you and them, so there's no interference from like stage hazards or anything. But at the same time, that just means you end up jumping over a lot of stuff that you might otherwise fight. So, but then again, I don't know how many keys you can make because it's been a while since I actually played this game. But maybe you'd want to give like a key to every enemy or something. Or like the pieces of the key, like you can get like a red coin from each enemy. But this was a really early stage, so that's why it's so simple. If I were to remake it now, I probably maybe would try to design like a little obstacle that's based around the basic enemy. Oh wow, another cockroach. They sure love to come in here. I guess it wasn't just that one after all. That one looks a little smaller though. Anyway, it's going back into the other corner that every other cockroach that comes in here I've ever seen at. So I guess I really should still be careful about what kind of food I leave around here. Anyway, I think that's enough of that stage. I might have to make this into 2 parts. We're already at 23 minutes and haven't played any of the real stages I want to play. So the only other things that I haven't uploaded is this one.